Welcome back, it's me, Lou. Alright, so for this video, we are going to revisit one of my previous custom action figures, and that is G.I. Joe Classified Series General Hawk, but as I like to call him, Missile Commander Hawk. Alright, so the reason why we are revisiting this action figure, so to clarify things real quick, this is not a standard G.I. Joe Classified Series action figure. This is a custom action figure that I made 2 years ago, and we're going to upgrade this figure today. I was never 100% happy with this figure because it was missing a very important accessory, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But to refresh your memory, let's talk about this figure real quick. So this is a custom G.I. Joe Classified Series General Hawk. For the base body, I used a Marvel Legends Vulture. I believe it was the first version of the figure. I think it was maybe a year and a half ago. Marvel or Hasbro released an updated Marvel Legends of the Vulture figure. It was much more of a deluxe figure, and it came with all the wings already and additional accessories. This was the first version. This was the standalone figure where you needed to buy the rest of the wave to assemble the wings. So when I saw that figure initially, I thought it'd be a great base body for General Hawk. For one, the body style was kind of somewhat in line with the G.I. Joe Classified series of figures. Second, this costume had some gold trim on the uniform. And as you remember, the first wave of the G.I. Joe Classified series, characters like Duke and Roadblock and Scarlet, they actually had gold and silver highlights on their uniform, much to the dismay of the fans. And later on, they would offer repaints, getting rid of the gold. But for me, I liked the gold because here, the gold on the Vulture body kind of tied it in with the rest of the G.I. Joe Classified series from that first wave. So for me, this was going to be a great base body for making General Hawk. Let's talk about some of the other things, like his head. And real quick, if you have an eagle eye, you'll recognize this as being the accessory tray and weapons and accessories for G.I. Joe Classified Series Duke, the first version. So the backpack and the weaponry here, this is all from Classified Series version 1 Duke. And over here we have my version of General Hawk. So for the head, I found a spare Marvel Legends Fantastic Four Reed Richards head. For me, this kind of worked for General Hawk. General Hawk in the original animated cartoon had black hair, and mine has brown hair with the gray temples. And for me, with Reed Richards and characters like the comic version Nick Fury, that hint of green adds some age to the character. So since this is General Hawk, I still kind of wanted to look somewhat suave, but also somewhat of an older, character. So the gray temples goes a long way. Next, his leather jacket that we see on the Vulture. It's kind of similar to the jacket that Hawk wears with the fur trim around the lapel. So I thought that'd be a good fit. The holster here, I believe, is from Classified Series Duke. The legs are the Vulture up until the knee up to the boot. From the boot up to this part of the leg up here. So this lower half of the leg, this is G.I. Joe Classified Series Duke. But from the knee up, this is Marvel Legends Vulture. And like I said before, the Classified Series of Duke had the gold trim on the armor, on the shin guards here. And that blended really, really well. It was almost like a perfect match for the gold that was on Vulture. So for me, this looked like a great modern re-envisioning of General Hawk. But the one thing that always bothered me that was missing from this custom was this. General Hawk's trademark helmet with goggles on top. So one of my quick solutions I thought was maybe I could go on eBay and hunt down a Marvel Legends Captain America Steve Rogers from the World War II version, because that came with, I think there was one version of Steve Rogers that came with a motorcycle, and he had the helmet with the goggles, and then there was another one, I think was a 2-pack And I think that came with Agent Carter, and then that one I think also had the helmet and the goggles. The only downside to that is that the helmet had the letter A painted on it. So it's one of those things where I could have got it and repainted it, but at the same time I wasn't sure if it'd be a perfect fit on the Reed Richards head. So I did some further investigating on like eBay, and I came across this. All right, so this came in the mail today. And what we have here is a custom piece made by Gridiron Studios, Props and Design. And he specializes in making like accessories for action figures like G.I. Joe Classified series. So he makes a full 1/12 scale arsenal, retro inspired. He also makes medieval, modern, high-res models, realistic details. So I found this guy on eBay, and I believe he's also on social media. You can find him here. And this is what I purchased from him. And I'm really excited to check this out. I got a goggled helmet. So, from my understanding, these work great for G.I. Joe Classified series. I'm not sure if this will fit on the Reed Richards Marvel Legends head. We'll find out. But as you can see right here, it's a really, really good match for the General Hawk goggles and helmet. It's kind of like a very light sandy green, and I'll probably have to paint the leather straps in the goggles and the goggles frame. But for now, we're going to put this on and see if it fits. And one of my biggest fears was that, this plastic might be too hard, and I was afraid it was going to break. But as I'm handling it, it's very somewhat pliable, kind of soft, so I'm guessing it'll stretch around his head. The straps on the side here are kind of bendy and flexible. Side view, front view. And let's see if this completes the look. And I have my General Hawk. There we go. I just got to repaint the goggles and the lens on the goggles. And I've completed my General Hawk, and I'm very happy with it. So as you can see right here, let's get them up close. Yeah, I am happy. That's really cool. I might actually paint the helmet a darker color, to somewhat match this, but for now I think I can live with this. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you. I'm really stoked. I'm really happy. I'm not sure when we'll get a General Hawk in the G.I. Joe Classified series line. I'm guessing possibly within the next year or two. The only reason why I say that is because early on when the Classified series first debuted on the G.I. Joe website, they kind of had a roll call of all the different characters. And one of them was General Hawk, and it was a much more modern version of the character. So I'm guessing at some point in the future we'll probably get one. And he is necessary. He is a very core character. But yeah, there's my helmet. Just probably going to repaint it and get it to match this better. And if I do, I'll be sure to do a video on that. But I just wanted to share this with you. Alright, so let's wrap this video up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber viewer, thank you so much for continued likes, comments, and support. I greatly appreciate it. So, until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I will see you at the next video. Alright, take care.